Hey there, Jingo. I'm doing quite alright. Had a bit of a slow day, but tomorrow's going to be even slower considering I'm going to go to Germany with Ava, my girlfriend. Um, and to compensate for slow days, I'm going to be working some days next week, which is not a voluntary choice, let me tell you that, but that's life. Now, I spent most of my days doing errands. I had driving lesson this morning, which is, as always, a very interesting experience in the sense that I keep learning how bad most people are at driving. So that's what I'm going to be ranting about at the start of today. Um, Funniest thing ever happened. Yeah, he turned himself into a pickle. But when we picked up the next kid, and I do say kid because he was pretty young. He started driving for about say 100 meters when suddenly the fucking left mirror fell off. As in, they were doing some construction there, and we suddenly heard this loud bang. As you know, I thought, okay, some construction worker must have dropped a tile or something, right? So we all collectively look into the mirror, the left mirror, and we see this kind of sheen. I'm like, is it dirty? Wait, no, the mirror's just fucking missing. Just it just randomly decided to fuck off into the floor, and just that's it was really funny. It also kind of sucked, but uh, the stupid thing is you're technically not allowed to drive without a left mirror or any rear view mirror in the Netherlands. Um, but because it's a lesson car, it has like extra mirrors on top, so we could use those while they dropped me off and drove to a service point. But that was interesting to say the least. So we were standing there for about 10 minutes with our danger lights on, going like, "What the fuck do we do now?" Because I think if it happens, because it happened right in a residential area, I think what you could do there is still drive um, to the nearest whatchamacallit, service point, like a garage, and hope they have one in stock, or call ahead at least. But um, but if it were to happen on the highway, you're kind of fucked. And my girlfriend was like, "What do you do then? Do you just drive to the next point?" No, it's fucking dangerous to drive on the highway without a mirror. You just put it on the side of the road, and you call road services, and just kind of hope that they can help you because it's really not okay. You are flipped around. There we go. Good stuff. And now just to repeat this about a million times. I think I need 5 of these blocks. I also need to. You know, if that happens to you on the highway, you're just fucked. You're done. You can't do anything safe if that happens. So yeah, I'm not saying the kid was lucky, but he was lucky it happened where it happened, and that he's in a lesson car, so he actually can just can still keep going. But that was an interesting morning. For the rest, the lesson itself was fine. We drove a bit on the highway for the first, technically not the first time on the highway, but the first proper time on the highway. So it was fine. Didn't drive over any granny's feet. I also noticed that my instructor is a bit nervous half the time, and I'm not sure if that's because I've given him reason to be, but also maybe because I kind of like to break a bit hard. But hey, what do you do about it? Why does it say fix there? Because I need to fix it. Oh yeah, like it. I find it very funny because there was a short discussion in J-Cord about, oh, you don't need that many driving lessons, and you had Sombra brag about how the last few drives lessons for him were spent fucking about, and Jake did it in like half a lesson. And he doesn't understand why people need that many lessons these days. And Yusarch said something similar, how there was like this talk show thing where the guy was like, oh, why do people need this many lessons? And you're on the road. And indeed, holy fuck, people do not know how to drive. You're sitting there going, okay, I'll be careful, be safe, I'll make sure that I only do moves when I know I can do them. And they go, people like, I want to change lanes now and just fuck off into, 2 lanes to the right without ever using their turn signal. And I'm pretty sure that, like, when you're taking driving lessons, you're driving safely and quite slowly. I'm pretty sure that's never going to change because people can't fucking drive. It's just, it sounds stupid, but I genuinely feel that, like, a significant portion of people just need to take their driver's exam again. And the really weird part is, for example, yeah, right, here in the Netherlands, if you take your theory exam, it's valid for a year and a half. If you don't get your practical exam in that time, it's dropped. But it's not like people who pass their theory exam suddenly know the practical. Who pass the practical stuff know their theory in and out. They are, frankly, just as incompetent. So, what's up with that? It's frustrating seeing all these people driving around and going like, I'm here learning and paying a lot of money for it, while you can just fuck around in your car and drive over grannies half the time. It's a frustrating experience. Very nice. Because this means that I can... This is actually fine. Kind of awkward crossing, but it's okay. Because I'm not so sure I actually did this proper. Thing is, the volume of this thing is quite high. It's 0.1 cargo wagons, but it requires 25 blue. Actually, how many stack inserters is that? Should actually be fine, right? What? Why does it say 75 stack inserters? Oh, because it's capacity 1. Yeah, because they're not upgraded. Even then, I think it should be fine. Anyway, let me just signal this up real quick. Boop. See, the funny thing is I actually don't have to signal this up at all. I just need to put one here. Boop, there we go. So that's one block. Need to remove you, though. There we go. Yeah, it sounds really crude to say, oh, it's terrifying to drive, but it's insane what they allow on the road. Yeah, that's a subtle rant. But yeah, that's basically my experience during driving lessons is, well, I won't say being scared witless, but it's a bit sad seeing it. But hey, that's life. At least the driving lessons are going quite well, in my opinion. Haven't driven over anyone's socks yet, but I also realized that driving in a traffic jam really, really sucks. We're having so one of the things I also noticed is that when you're a passenger, you very often can look at the navigation at your leisure, and then it's not easy, but it actually turns out it's quite difficult to look at the navigation when it's a bit of a shitty one in your bottom left corner, as opposed to on eye height. That was an interesting thing. The other part was that it's another consequence of people don't know how to drive, but in this case, it's not them not using their turn signal, but it's them so often just how do I describe this? Basically, there's a situation here right where I live where it's genuinely quite difficult to see the road signs. You know, it's okay because I know where I live. So when the instructor tells me go this way, then I know exactly how to drive. And it's understandable that that's not always the case when you're not that accustomed to an area. But you have all these people that want to go a certain direction that instead of taking, like turning at a proper time, they wait until like it's the last goddamn moment because they realize fuck, we're in the wrong lane. And you're sitting there going like, why are you this way? Please tell me. It's like you have, like, okay, it's a traffic jam. It's difficult, right? It's an annoying situation, but holy fuck, dude. Like because I was all the way back and I couldn't really see what was going on ahead of me on the right, because why would I? It doesn't really matter anyway. But my instructor goes like, there's this guy trying to, like, it's diagonal across 3 lanes. And I'm like, oh well, that explains a lot about why there's this traffic jam. So many things, like it's super busy, and we're right off a highway. We're at an overpass, and there's these people that are driving onto the overpass, and it's so fucking busy that they have to stand still in the middle of the road, blocking one of the highway exits. And you're sitting there going like, okay, I know it's the green light shows up and your brain says go go go, but holy fuck, dude. Like, why are you not looking where you're supposed to go? How do you not have an inkling of an idea that, there's a lot of congestion up ahead. Maybe there's too much for me to actually drive. And they say, nah, must not be. And then they just stand in the middle of the crossing. And thank God I had to go the other way. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been scared, but I would have been frustrated. Because you're sitting there going like, I'll take it easy today, be careful. And the other drivers go like, fuck you. And just endanger everyone there. Because of course this crossing is a pretty big one. It's 3 lanes both ways. And it's at a big overpass, big highway. So blocking one of the highway exits is, generally speaking, not a great idea. But they'll fucking do it anyway. Oh, look at those thrash slots. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, we can research shit like coal liquefaction, which is actually quite useful. What do they want to pick up? I need to pick up a bunch of stuff, mostly assemblers. I need to pick up rail signals as well, actually. None of them here. 2 mixers. Sure. Crushers. I'm just hopping off, really. I don't really need these that badly. I would like 2 stack of assemblers, though. The shit I see here, man, it's ridiculous. It's scary knowing that these people are allowed to drive just as much as you are. It sounds a bit pedantic, but I mean, come on. Yeah. So yeah, learn how to drive in a traffic jam. Not the greatest, because you're. What the hell are you doing? Ah, yeah, yeah. Because normally you'd have two of these here. I actually don't want that. So this trains will stop here if they're supposed to go in, so they don't block this, which is fine. Technically, I need to put two chain signals here. One can go here for sure. It's complaining because it's a bidirectional one, so now it's fine. Now they will stop here if this one's red, so that's good. Tech, yeah. I mean, if you're like, technically I can put one here because then if this one's red, they'll just kind of stop here. Because normally you would exit with this. It's like it doesn't really matter because like, oh boy, I might create half a wagon more capacity on the track, but if that happens, you're kind of fucked anyway. So whatever. So this is technically a 5 red belt product. So thing is, current ones can't keep up anyway. So whatever. Um, I'm gonna build. I might just not use the extra capacity, or I could use a second train station, or just use a 1-2. Thing is, the capacity these require is actually quite high. Wait, one red belt requires all of this? Yo, dude, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. So what I need to do here is actually this gold foil. Okay, that's purely for you. So that's another half belt. So what I'm actually not gonna put this train station here. Actually, it's kind of fine, but I'm gonna. I need to revert all these belts because I know what I'm gonna do then. I need to also chuck some shit in there. There we go. Growing up thinking that people are being unreasonable, having road rage being adult. No, it's justified. I mean, the thing is, half the time the people being, performing the road rage are also incompetent drivers themselves. Because getting angry in traffic turns out is generally speaking a really bad move. Okay. Yeah, so the issue is these are actually so thick, so full. Yeah, I know. That it's not actually feasible to have it the other way. Need to also change these. Actually, do this. One thing is you can't actually do it that way. Boop. Spaghetti mouse must expand to support the expand. Exactly. How else are you gonna do it? Perfect. Interesting how just you reached. Yeah, I'm not sure this is actually enough gold then, because this is more than a red belt, but I built it in the sense that, it's like, a little bit more, but now I might actually need a second red belt, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, good. I'm going to delete all this. Delete all this. Right, good. We got coal liquefaction. So the thing is, I kind of... No. I need to do this. Here we go. Now it's the right way around. And then if I can just add like a little bit of belt on that end here, then it can all roll off. What else do we have? Gasification, of which turns coal, platinum, and steam into hydrogen. Yeah, so this is using platinum as a catalyst. Not something I'll really be using all that soon, but whatever. Go. Yeah, so the thing is, I originally wanted to put this onto a train because I realized there was actually another component that required it. But now I also realized, yeah, you know, that's nice and all, but you need this just to get a red belt of chips. So I don't know what you're smoking, kid, but because this is going to be a red chip pickup, most likely. Because it also means I won't need more than this. Like all this thing about, ooh, maybe I'll need to use this more complicated stuff. Like, no, you bloody won't. All right, so the way this works is I have five of fucking these. So, a belt of plastic and a belt of foil. So, yeah, if I'd known this, I would have designed it a bit differently. Can I go off of here? I can go off of here. Yeah, this just shows me these to redesign this a bit more. I don't know if we can see a lot more. The factory must grow. So this is designed like hot fucking garbage, as you might imagine. However, what I can do, kind of do this. This is kind of a temporary design. This is a bit too... This is also not my normal design, I think. No, because it's that. Fucking garbage. This is just me seeing if I can even... Okay, so I could, in theory, do that. So that is my normal width design. My blueprints are adjusted to that. Click, click, click. I'm not signaling this up just yet. Are those rails pointing in the wrong direction? No. I mean, these are, yes, but this one... But what they could do is they could drive down here and then drive back up this way. Let's see my oil train fucking off there. So what I just need to do is I can build I can build the rail stations here. That's no issue. I could delete this, whatever, leave it as a relic. I don't care. So what I need to do is I need to see if I can actually design my factory in here, which I probably should be able to. It's only 48. It's 48 over 12 over 5 is a shitty amount because I'll just do 10 in every row. Because it'll be... It's 3 inputs, right? It's a very nice thing you got there. So it's only 6 making gold. So gold will come from the other way. So it's a standard, fairly standard 3 input design. Yeah. Plastic and gold will come from the other side. So if I only need like to make this entire, make enough for 40, then you just need 6. It's like 2 per row, it's like whatever. And they'll consume half a belt. And then red will also go that way, and yeah, it'll all go from the other way. Here and here. Yeah, that was my my road rage fun. The fucking why? It's garbage. It's such a horrible combination. Oh well, whatever. For future we to fix. I need 10, right? 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so it's not even that much. And actually, they'll each need so little. I can just do that. Delete the long inserters from here. $25. Okay, good. That means that the single inserter per machine is fine. Because if this is about the space that I need, that's actually quite nice. It's very important. I fucked it though. Yeah, don't you worry, buddy. That's better. Electroplating. You're a different pack. You're also a different pack. Because you're advanced capacitance. And you're electrolyte, which means I think I'm done with the gas stuff. Oh, I really want inserters 3. Anyway, let's go get portable laser solar. Soon I can actually make solar, which will be quite nice. I don't know what ethanol 2 is for. I already have fuck tons of ethanol. This will be quite nice. I can actually, here, uses polluted steam from geothermal sources, which I have one, I think. Not inside my border, but I have one right there, very close. Curious how much it'll make. Free power is free power. Although I assume it'll actually... So, polluted steam gives me polluted water, which is just a source of silica, sulfur, and water. And gravel. So, gravel and silica together... Concrete, I think. So I'll probably just chuck like something on here, because I think silica and sand, they're landfill, because they'll be producing equal ratios. Yeah, no, I can use them to make liquid concrete. Let's fucking do that. Or landfill, you know, whatever, landfill's fine. Brass is bronze and lead. Lead will need to do some special stuff for, but automation 3. Yeah, we can make that soon, which means they're actually better assemblers. That'll be quite nice. Oh, that means I'll have to fucking upgrade everything and their mother again. Ugh, oh well. It means that these recipes will work roughly twice as fast once I get the better belts as well, which we don't have yet, but you know. It's about dreams. What else do we have afterwards? Yeah, see, crushing machines. See, the benefit is I can immediately jump up to ore washing too, which is quite nice. But I suspect that you'll need brass gears, yeah, brass components. But I think I can immediately, if I do proper diamond cutter, I can maybe immediately jump up to these components and actually just build endgame facilities. I can even... Oh, this is very painful. No, it's actually fine. The thing is, these unlock special recipes for making chips. Thing is, they require the same components. They're just faster. So the benefit is this design is quite open-ended, so actually adapting this to use that is perfectly fine. It won't even be that much work. Solar panels. Require normal solar panels, which are... I'm not sure, actually, where they are. Silicon? Oh, that's cruel. Because silicon is Oh, it's actually not that much. It's just a bunch of stuff. Learn more Total War. Yeah, you're right. I wish I would. Shame that I have. I have to play Factorio. You know, it's real sad that I have to play Factorio. I am also going to install a beacon mod. Actually, I should do that right now because there's one mod that I quite like. Beacon overhaul. Yeah, that's it. This is a mod that changes the beacon mechanics to be a bit more like space exploration, which kind of flips it around. Because it means that instead of having surrounding a single machine by a million whatchamacallit, beacons, you now have a single more powerful beacon with more slots being able to surround to affect multiple machines, so that's bigger range. But if you have more than one, it'll actually overload the machine and stop it from functioning. So what you're basically changing is instead of needing a fuck ton of beacons around one thing and making your designs really ugly and very unadaptable, inflexible, I could in theory plop a beacon in the middle here and immediately beacon all of this. Same here. It makes your designs less powerful, so it's technically a nerf. But at the same time, it also improves basically everything else. One of the reasons why I'm also doing this because it really reminds me of when I was building stuff in my first Bob's Angels run, where I could have a single assembler because it had special modules, as in like more powerful ones. I would basically make designs that were about 90% beacon, and now because your range is much larger, you're much more flexible in building. Yeah, so the benefit of the beacon designs that I had is that, you know, okay, you need a single machine, costs a fuck ton of power. You need a single machine, and it'll go boop 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 super fast. But it had downsides as well. Right, so kind of hate this, but the reason for that is that this design I would have loved to have it go here, but I can't. So what I need to do is I'll probably move this a bit south. I need to find more belts anyway. So let me first delete the other station. I'm not going to use it. Because the thing is, I need more of this at some point. I'll just need to build it again. There we go. What a world. Anyway, do you have other things to rant about? Of course I do. God. We had a meeting on Wednesday with some industry colleagues from company Unilever, and it was weird. It was really weird. The reason for that is we were talking with these supposed experts, who we wanted to basically have a discussion with how we did image analysis. And what was really weird is that they were supposedly good at what they did. So I went into the whole thing basically thinking, okay, we're gonna have a fruitful discussion, and I'll learn something. And in the end, I learned about jack shit. The reason for this is that these people, okay, that sounds weird. They they started spouting things that are provably and trivially provably false, and that weirded me out. I mean, I know not everyone in the field is as familiar with computer science as I am. That sounds like a boast, which it is. But being told that no, this image analysis, this image format is compressed and therefore lossy, just hurts to hear. Especially because the compression method we used was, in fact, um, yeah, you don't really work. Was in fact not compressed at all. So it was a smidge awkward. A second. Because you're going into a conversation basically hoping to learn something, and then um, suddenly they start spouting things that just makes no sense. They start showing you graphs that are absolute hot fucking garbage. They because there was an issue with um oh, 1 second. um they sort of they had an image, they did an analysis and got a result, and they changed the image, in this case the contrast, which is never a linear operation, and then the results were different. um and then I was like, okay, how is this surprising to you? Like, I don't get it. Like, this shouldn't be a surprise. Like saying 1 plus 1 gave me 2, but when I did 1 plus 2, it became 3, and I just couldn't understand. Um, and it's just, I just don't get it. A very good example was a very good example was they had two histograms, and one went from 1 to 32,000. 32,000 what? I don't know. It didn't say. None of the axes were labeled. Um, uh, and then in the next graph, it went from um, minus minus 32,000 to 32,000. And 32,000 is one of those numbers that you kind of know. Okay, this this has some basis in computer science, right? It's not weird to see it, but it's meaningless. Like, how you go from two peaks to one peak, but everything is different. Your scales on X and Y are different. Your, like, everything. And it was super frustrating hearing them go like conjure up these reasons what could be different that just make no fucking sense. Because one of the things he was saying, yeah, you're working with compressed data, so it's lossy, and therefore your results are different. Like, no, it's fucking not. Like, we're using TIFF. The whole point of it is it's uncompressed. It's linear aligned in memory, so it's super fast to process. Like, it's extremely space inefficient, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Um, it's just, it hurts. It just hurts so much. Uh, it's it's just, I don't know. It feels weird knowing that these are the type of people that get paid much more than me, and they get paid more than me. They're more incompetent, and I don't. I'm supposed to work together with them, which is kind of scary. Um, it's just a really weird thing because you're still trying to stay um, professional, but it's kind of difficult to. That sounds sad. It's not like I hate these people. It's not like I think that they're bad. But anyway, that was a weird rant. I have to fill something in the back, so that's why I'm kind of talking across while I'm shouting into the void. Do do do. It should be done in a second. I kind of want to do it now because otherwise I'm just gonna forget about it. I forget a lot of things and it's not great. Do 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 do. Ah, man. Oh yeah, the other thing, the Nintendo Direct was yesterday, which had some interesting stuff. Um, Pikmin 4, I'm actually kind of interested in. I know my girlfriend really liked it, and I'm kind of curious for it too. Um, they didn't show much. The gameplay looked kind of interesting. Um, 1 second. You got mail. Okay. Damn it. I have to. One more thing and then I'm done, I swear. Yes, this one. Perfect. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right. Um, Pikmin 4 looks kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I'll give it a try. The thing is, like, my girlfriend quite likes the game, so I might just say, I don't want to say in her interest, but I might pick up the game, or she might, and then we'll stream it a bit. Well, I will as more as in maybe I will. Um, sure, I got any wall with me. I don't. I need to make a. Oh, I need to make a quick trip back, because otherwise I'm gonna fuck myself up massively with this. Pikmin, I'd be interested. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the game released in July, so it's not around the corner just yet, but it's kind of close. Um, Etrian Osity 1 to 3 on. The things I don't know what that is. What the fuck's an Etrian Odyssey? I don't know. There were a lot of games that were for me were like I don't know what the fuck this is. Like I have no idea. because I don't play half of them. They're like old JRPGs that are being remastered I never cared about in the first place. Of course I know who Atlas is. I've played way too many of their games. They gave me brain damage, don't you know? I need to go pick up some wall. Can I make some? Oh, that's gonna last for fucking ever. Whatever. Actually, fun enough, I can just do yeet. There we go. Go forth and work, my minions. Note that I'm probably missing more than that, but whatever. You got some power poles in here. I also need to get some more batteries. Yeah, that beep is it telling me, yo, I need batteries and you ain't got any. Please. What Atlas game have you even played? Go Hypergrind is a fucking Atlas game that I've played. Yeah, no, that's actually that's genuinely a game that I've played. Let's see. Let's go to. I'm looking at their releases right now. Fuck, they've made a ton. Oh, because that's the publisher. Yeah, no, I'm looking at the developer. They've made Persona and SMT stuff? I don't care about their published games. I care about their developed games. Oh, yeah, this list is useless because I know as they made SMT, I haven't played that. Go Hyper Trauma Center. I have played that. Yeah. Persona 5. Technically a Catherine. I think I've played Catherine. Because I've heard of Edge Odyssey before, but I've never played any of them. P4, P2, P4 Golden, P2 Eternal Punishment, P4 Arena. I don't care. Inizuma 11. I think I may have played a football game back in the day, but probably not. Trauma Team. Yeah, for the Wii. Oh, I've played that. That was really, really okay. I don't want to say shitty, but the control scheme was crap, and I'm really bad at it. I think that's it. Actually, I think those are the only two that I've played. But I'm pretty sure that Atlas made Go Hyper Grind. Go Hyper Grind. Oh no, yeah, no. Developer is Atlas. See, got it, baby. I was right. Yeah, you're done. See, I also may or not have forgotten that they can't make wall, so I also know this is probably not going to be enough. But whatever. Anyway, words, yes. What are the things that I'm interested in? The Kirby thing looked okay, although I highly doubt I'm actually going to be that interested. I actually am not a massive... No, that's not true. I quite like Kirby, but... Oh yeah, Layton. My girlfriend was actually quite pleasantly surprised that Layton was coming back. She thought that they axed it. which I thought was funny. Yeah, that was the noise of dude, you're out of batteries. Yeah, that's really bad. It's not bad, it's just annoying because it means that this time I'm not spending recharging my batteries. Yeah, Layton. I've played a bit. I quite like them. Kirby thing. I mean, of course, there's Zelda, but I'll talk about that in a second. Anything else? The whatchamacallit. So why is it not charging? The fact that they're releasing Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games on the premium platform they've made. I don't like that it's a subscription. I frankly really dislike it. But I don't know. It's the thing for me is what I quite like about these retro titles is um 1 second. To do. I quite like that you have the option to play all of them. Like, I don't think it actually. I wish you could purchase them permanently, but I'm not. I'm not massively annoyed by it. I don't like that it's part of this expansion pass crap, but it does make the deal only better, as it were. So I don't know. Not looking for the future. Oh, it's always almost getting so much more expensive. Breath of the Wild, good example, is $70 now standard, which sucks. I don't know. I don't like it either. See, I really shouldn't have designed it this way. I should have just fed in the empty batteries, but whatever. Whatever, you know. What else? I can research tons of stuff. I really should speed shit up. No, actually, who the fuck cares about ethanol 2? Give me automation 3. Okay. I think we're recharged enough. Wall. Yeah, whatever. Give me. Yeah, I know they actually showed a lot of stuff people were quite happy about. Oh, the Metroid Prime remake looks quite good, actually. I'm not too unhappy about that either. Not sure I'll play that, but it's the frustrating thing for me is one of those. It's one of those Nintendo releases later today when it's very obviously a thing they've had in the barrel for in the chamber for a long time. It's like why not just like I don't get it. Why are you releasing it just the moment of? I know what people mentioned, and I think Krebs mentioned it, that they theorized that uh, that they were waiting to have more Prime 4 to be done to kind of get that Metroid hype ball rolling again. But like, who outside of Nintendo does this? Like doing it for a DLC or a small content update, I can get. But doing it for like an honest to god full price remakes, like how? I mean, the answer of course is the fucking Japanese. But like, how do you think this is a good business decision? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I understand Japanese business decisions because I'm pretty sure no one ever will. The elephant in the room, of course, is Zelda. Um, Trailer looked good. I know it's the Majora's Mask to Breath of the Wild. Um, I'm not a massive fan, really, of the way. Oh, I'm on a fucking rail. Jesus. Personally, I would have liked to see a little bit more innovation, but then again, like I mentioned earlier as well, personally, I'm just fucking happy that um, I'm just fucking happy that the game's there. You know, it's like it's an actual game for the fucking Switch instead of the shittily ported um, Wii U title that they released before. It's like what the fuck was that? Um, so yeah, I would have liked to see not a Majora's Mask remix, but then again, the complaints that I had about the first game were never going to be related to um, the assets. They're more design choices. So you reusing the assets, whatever. And the thing with Majora's Mask is that it was very obviously. I don't know. No, I shouldn't phrase like that. Like, well, I say this in a way that kind of sounds nice. Majora's Mask very obviously wasn't the game that a lot of new tech went into. Majora's Mask was ahead of its time. Well, just because you could go back into it doesn't mean it was ahead of its time. Damn it. Majora's Mask was not as good as people think it was. But then again, I'm never a fan of time mechanics, so I may or may not be slightly goddamn biased. Huh, perfect. Not sure this will fit because I need to fit three train stations in here. But bother. Don't think this will work. Actually, I think it will. Because in theory, the size of an unloading station is just this. No, not that. I hate it. Kind of fine though. Could even move this like here. Hey there, Miss Raffle. I'm doing well. Just factorioing. Showing fishy how it's done, if you know what I mean. So the thing is, technically, this is actually a fine design. The thing is that this is the only one that I'm gonna remove because that'll barely fit. This is where I will be picking up the chips. It'll be a bit of spaghetti, but frankly, when is Factorio not about spaghetti? Well, especially bad. No, 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 not at all. But he basically looked at my factory a bit and went, "I don't understand jack shit," and then left. No, he did it a bit during his marathon, but what happened is that he we both realized kind of that the issue with the whole concept that I also kind of knew, I just did it for shits and giggles, half of sort of, is that the time is really not long enough to actually have a decent idea of what the fuck's going on in such a complex mod. So fuck. Sounds some really shitty ideas. I hate it so much. That was mostly me showing off the factory a bit, which is not wasn't bad or anything, but it was very obviously that it wasn't gonna work. So you're gonna request plastic. Turn you on. Perfect. So you're requesting gold, which should be like perfect right there. What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Look, my brain is just too big. All right, I want to see this working. Fucking called stone drop off. Jesus Christ, I can't rename them until a bit longer. This one I can. This will be red chip pickup. So what are we gonna do? So you're gold, you're plastic, right? Well, there we go. Don't even have to think about it now. So plastic. Oh, they need to be combined. So let's do it like this. Let's keep a bit of space here. Like this. No. 6, it'll be a full belt. So 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, Zelda. What else? I like the new enemies. I like the stuff. I hope there's just proper dungeons. But I've mentioned that before already. So that shouldn't really surprise you. So it's gonna be so shitty. I just know it. This is gonna be some good old fucking spaghetti. God, I hate it. What's going on here? There we go. Now I just need to have The thing is, it's just try and get a full fucking belt over here if you can. God, I love it. This is so shite. And that would just kind of fuck up. Perfect Automation 3, which kind of obsoletes everything, but whatever. Don't think too hard about it, because then I'll cry. I can basically redesign half my goddamn base after this. And yes, I do actually hate it. Thank you for asking. Oh, I also need to... no, that can be fixed, because this will produce like one fucking red belt at most. Which will make merging it easier, but... there we go. Actually, so you're 3. This is really bad. By the way, I don't care though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, baby, we got them red chips. Good stuff. Yeah, I wanna. What it was? Blah, blah. One of the things I was thinking about doing was actually have a space exploration multiplayer at some point, but I'm not in too big of a hurry for that. Kind of thought they could unload a full red, but they can't. It seems. Oh, I really should upgrade this goddamn science. Green, that's actually lacking. Yeah, it's still brass, I think. Because I made a really shitty way of actually... it's you. Yeah, because you're barely working half the time, because there's not enough of these ingots. Because I designed it like shite. Pyanodon is also actually not a thing I would be opposed to that much, but it's probably a really, really bad idea to actually do, because it'll just hurt everyone. So the reason why is because these aren't actually faster when I electrify them. So why I haven't done it yet. Also, because it requires tin, the other crap, and I really don't want to do it. So there we go. Are we actually producing a red belt? Probably not. Where is it? It's production now. Oh yeah, what's this in a minute? 1800 a minute. Right. 1800 a minute, my ass. Shouldn't this be more than enough? Yeah, 6 small advanced assemblers should be making enough. But it's barely getting there. Wait a minute. No. Is it, what? I don't get it. I mean, there we go. Did it just need to take more time to back up? Not sure. Should probably give these prod modules as well. And now you're not doing anything. I think these might actually all have the same issue then. I think there might be some kind of bug with how these are calculated. Because that should be the component that most easily bloody backs up. Okay. Now that looks better. Still not ideal, but I think it just has to back up a bit. See? You can see this was where I got some working, then I did it properly. Then it ran out of everything that was on the belt, and now we should actually reach 1.8k. Now that I'm much happier with. Like, there'll be some jiggery pokery because there's actually not a perfectly full belt of input coming out. But that's fine. So I don't think stack considers are... stack considers are actually quite far away. Because I think they're Chrome analysis packs. Fuck. Painful. Very painful, but c'est la vie. Still, 3.4k chips, baby. See them all working hard. I love seeing this kind of sort of stuff. I think... Actually, I might have an issue with the long inserters here. Because with this, there should be no reason for there to be gaps here. Especially when they're going to be faster. That's just... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the front one and pay a bit of attention to its... Yeah, so it's still getting enough, so let's actually... Oh, well, let's do that as well. Great. As far as I know, there's not really an easy way of doing it any other way. Do do do. Man, man, man. So tomorrow, me and Ava are gonna go to Germany to visit the Worms because Ava's done with her masters and she wanted to take a week off. And you know, thought fine, let's take a bus to the train and then just take a bunch of trains. And the trains for ones are driving. It's just that this was exactly the week that regional traffic decided to go on strike again, which means that yeah, the buses ain't driving. So what we're actually gonna have to do is we asked my bloody mom to come and pick us up at 7 in the morning. Yeah, so I knew we needed more. It's shuttly designed, but I think I can fix it a bit. Um, to come and pick us up at 7 in the morning, 7:30, 8:30. Sorry, to 8, and bring us to the train station. Our train leaves at 9:15, so we're gonna have to wait a little over an hour, just to. Because one of them ran out because the trains are not actually getting filled up quickly enough, as you can see. If we had more, that would have worked. We have it stack inserted, would have been fine, but we don't. So we're stuck with this for now. Oh yeah, the thing is, we've had strikes before, right? And the biggest consequence of that, the trains would drive irregularly. They would still drive. They would just be very irregular. So, for example, normally if a bus would come every half hour, now it kind of comes every 45 minutes. And if a bus would normally come every 15 minutes, and now it comes every half hour. It was irregular, but it was fine. But now over 50% of buses just aren't driving at all. So, for example, Ava wanted to go to her parents today, and the buses just said, "Oh, we're just not going to drive between 3 and between like 8 and 3. It's a very long time." Um, So she was screwed. She couldn't go to her parents because there were no buses. So the same thing kind of tomorrow. We want to go to a train station, but we can't. It's way too annoying. Like fucking regional transport has been such a pain lately. All right. Um, Advanced chips minus 5,000. Sure. There you go. Turn yellow. Good. So rename this to can't rename it because I first need to get the delivery done. Annoying. Same here. These stops are misnamed. They're both so-called stone drop-offs. But I can't rename them if there's a train currently going here because it'll fuck everything up. Because it's yellow, there's actually a train going here. There is nothing going here, so now I can actually rename you to Gold Drop-Off. There was already a train there, so that's fine. Yeah, see, even when they're all possible working, there's still gaps, but I don't think it's worth it because just upgrade them all en masse anyway. I should probably see if I can get some bronze going. So 10 ingots. This is already finished, so I can actually delete you. 10 ingots. Sorry, yeah. Brass. Bronze, my bad. Bronze. What's the best way of making that? Because I might as well. Oh, I should also automate roboports. This is the research, actually, just to get an idea of research. It's a dummy research. Hey, there we go, crushing and mixing. This is basically to get highest quality because like nickel and lead are going to be required very soon. Look at that, lasers. What can we research with that? The better automation. As in, this is a special tech for chips. Oh, look what I just built, chips. But the recipe is the same. It's just faster. It has the exact same inputs. And it produces it uses nitrogen. So it uses an inert atmosphere to basically be a bit faster. This requires brass as well. So gas furnace will need... No, we don't, because blast furnace is the other thing we need. I'm not sure what the point of this is. Yeah, smells high level materials. But the crafting speed is freaking same. Feels very drag tech, getting more advanced processes to produce more things more. Yeah. It very much is, yeah. It's also very much like Bob's Angels. It's very similar. Oh, you're actually the shitty old design. That's fine for now. It's annoying if you don't actually notice it in time. You're actually still good. Because then it'll think there's nothing in it, and it'll request another train. There's almost always space for it, but it's a bit of a pain. Can I? Thank you. Oh yeah, need to also upgrade you. Oh, look at that pollution cloud. Yeah, I fixed this because there's certainly gonna be more biter attacks. Did I get the air purifier yet? I did. Yeah, see, we got everything better. Yeah. Oh, see, we can all make steel repair kits. Nice. Where's the air purifier? There. What do you require? I actually have the chips, funnily enough. So the only thing is you're actually really not going to... Oh, you're actually almost filled up with 8,000 chips. So what's my constant production? It's actually higher than I expect. I expected it to be a bit of a wash. But yeah, I need to get the filling and unloading of these to go faster. The kind of annoying thing is that, I mean, yeah. Transit unions are strong enough to do that. While ours can't even convince municipality to fund buses while the trains derail. I mean, they're still not being able. They're still not getting convinced to actually fund buses because that's part. The thing is, the funding of the buses is different than the pay of the drivers. The drivers are complaining that their pay hasn't been growing enough over the years, which is a thing that I find it very difficult to disagree with. But the thing is, they got offered an 8% raise now and a 3% raise in a year or two, and they've turned that down and are demanding a 10% raise now and a 3% raise in a few in a few years. And I think that's enough to counter inflation, but I don't know what's the massive difference. I don't know if it's required to have more, but then again, like, fuck them, give them more money, do it. It's really tough to convince public employees to take pay cuts. It's never going to happen. But the thing is, bus drivers are in enough demand that that's not the issue, that they're not getting to drive, just that some lines are getting cut. Or we have things that are only drive in the weekends, for example, especially smaller, more remote towns. But yeah, I'm happy the unions are strong enough to do this. The issue is that schools fucking hate you. So what happens quite often is that a university will just tell you, oh, you can't come to uni? That sounds like a you problem. We still have a mandatory test. And you're just kind of fucked. What? You mean we should stop public spending? What it was nonsense. Imagine not cutting. That sort of stuff. Right, so now the question is kind of, what do I need for this? Large steel frames, advanced motors. They need red chip. They also need brass. So wait a minute. Armor. What do you need? I don't care, but I can make advanced computers in my house. What do I need? Advanced motors. I think I got those. Gimme. Yes, I really want that. Please, I need it. I can also automate roboports, I think. Finally. Look at that. Steel. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Power armor. I love it. Alright, so there's a lot of shit I need to go automate now. Oh, God. Winter biking for solidarity. What? I'm very curious what's what that matter what it means. Um, yeah, unions. I'm glad they're strong unions. Um, sometimes they're annoying, but almost always they're better. Oh, winter buying solidarity to school. Yeah, have fun doing that across half the goddamn country. Conservatism is a true blight. Yeah, it's even worse if you do that weird. Please vote for us because we're now the middle option. Shit that the VVD likes to pull are neolibs that I despise. Our neoliberal party is a cancer. I genuinely hate them so much. Not like personally hate them, but more hate everything they stand for. This country, me. No, but woke up 4 to 6 hours. Jesus Christ! I would have told my uni to shove it. Neolibs are sounds a bit crude, but they're a cancer upon society. The way they, I need large steel frames. Not sure I can make those yet, though. Oh, they require advanced computers, but I can make them. I hate neolibs because they their active policy. Yeah, their active policy is to not have policy. Is to just not regulate at all. They're basically every null policy. Exactly. They want to sell everything, dismantle checks and balances, and then go, it's the will of the free market, you know. Ooh, like we just shouldn't care for people in need because we need to take care of our own first. I'm not confident to do that. I work hard and I give up, or I'm all or nothing. The thing is, like, it's work within the boundaries what you can do. The benefit now is I'm working and I can work from home quite easily. But even back then, I think I had the benefit of Wageningen being a little bit more understanding than most other places because, we should also stop you and actually make prod 2. Let's do that first. What do you require? Small steel frames. I need to make both steel frames here because they're quite often used. Because how many do I need? I need a lot of them. I need 240 computers. What do I need for small steel frames? I think those are easy. Just steel plate and steel rivets. So I'm just gonna actually do that on the spot. Can I make a programming computer on the spot? Just grab one of the other ones. I don't care. Let me just go do that now. I'll make that, and then while that's making, I'm gonna automate the roboports. Now, I think I had the benefit that the uni I work at is actually, or live at, used to study at and work at now, is quite lenient in that, okay, this is very clearly not the students' fault, so we're not going to put it on the students. But I know that there's a bunch of universities that just basically tell you, you couldn't make it to school because things outside your power. That's a real shame for you. And then screw you over. Oop. I also don't care about these. Might use them at some other point. Chip, this is in this modules in the previous tier are not used to make the next tier, surprisingly. Yeah, look, I'm gonna be very biased here and say vote Volt, or no, actually no, don't vote VVD, and then I'll be happy. Okay, there are a lot of other parties I wouldn't be happy with you voting for either, as in the general you, but I'm a member of Fold, so I'm slightly biased here. Just slightly. Just for your vote, days. Fuck you. Days and Necessity are barely any better these days. Why is there no more steel? This happened. This needs to be minus 120 stacks. What happened is that there's just enough in here to not trigger the condition for requesting, and the same is happening here. You, I will set to 90 stacks. Because these very often get put on one side of the belt. And you're already set up correctly with minus 12k. Same for you. Same for you, Wish, I think. Okay, I need to get some undergrounds, and then we can go do some more stuff. No. Doing this with the normal assemblers is fine, I think. Because this is all mall crap that doesn't matter anyway. I should get some more rockets, though. Like, technically, it's not great because I'm using this as research quite a bit, but whatever. No one accused me of making good decisions. Problem is they own all the media here, so the neoliberals can post billboards saying we're the party of good economic management, literally being one of the worst in the developed world. Yeah, is it Murdoch that asked the asshole that does that? I don't remember. Here we don't really have that issue, but we have the issue that politics has been getting more and more polarized, and especially the neolibs have for a while ran a, I'm gonna say, fairly successful campaign in pretending like they're the solution for an issue they kind of created. So, yeah, fuck them. Because, rivers require fucking rod. It's not a monopoly, my ass. Yeah, so the issue we have here is that the VVD likes to run, likes to pretend like they're. It's the same thing all conservatives do. Vote us to solve the issues that we pretend like the opposition created, and what Rutte especially does is that he loves to. This doesn't work because this needs to feed into here. What Rutte especially loves to do is warn us for the red danger, and then hope people don't wonder what the fuck he's talking about because the left hasn't been in power for a while. What our leftists merged, yeah, the two of our left wing parties are merging, and they're actually going to be the second biggest then, which I'm quite looking forward to. If that should go through in the end. Okay, it's not great, but this should be fine once I get roboports. Actually, have it be repaired. I hate this. This sucks. But let's do it this way. Actually, you I can still keep. This is really shitty. No, don't do this. Actually, so this is fine. But then do like... Probably only need like this. Rivets. Plates. There we go. Doesn't fit. So what is the big frame again? Yeah, more stuff on this. Plate beam computers. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, the good old last Labour government. Red Scare 30 years after the Soviet bloc collapsed, don't tell the law piece up release and the examples where we shouldn't go live. Yeah, they go like, yeah, you gotta watch out for the dangers of red policy. And I was like, my dude, there hasn't been real red policy in quite a few years. What the fuck are you on about? Um, but it's just it's what do people that are in government for too long resort to? Just make shit up. Like evidently, people actually don't care enough. Anyway, like to make the big frames, but first need to do you. Anyway, computers. So, computers are used for a few things, mostly personal crap. Think, I'm not sure if, oh yeah, we have the bell, yes. Oh. Get out of here. Look at that, it's big, it's bigger, it's better. Anyway, can I not make Mark IIs yet? No, but I can make more of these. Like 2 more. Oh, how much would I need for this? More chips. Oh, motors. One of those. One more of those. I'm gonna automate bots anyway, so this will be fun. This will take a while to hand grab, but it's okay. Probably do because they're modules, but I'll probably do it properly at some other point if I'm going to use them in larger quantities. So still recharging, which is why it's not working at the moment. Let me. Hey there, buddy. Just do this super jankily. Real quick. Why are there motors on you? Because I am not a smart man, that's why. But I can expect you to just filter for green chips on the right. There we go. Oh, you're gonna love this sound, trust me. Play me the sound of my people. Why are you not working? Because you're kind of backed up. Beautiful. Just remember, if you ever need someone to bash the neolibs, I'm around. Fucking ScoMo marketing. Ah, Scotty from marketing. Marketing himself as being relatable. But that's what all the neolibs do. Rutte does the exact same things. I was like, look, I'm a normal prime minister. I bike to school. Now, please ignore me while I turn around and get rid of fucking dividend interest and all the other shit that, like, is why the Netherlands is a tax paradise. It's anyone with half a brain can see that Rutte is a self-serving asshole. But because the Netherlands is technically kind of doing okay, people don't care. We also have the permanent issue of I have my own, so go fuck yourself. Where the government is really good at not disenfranchising, but giving disadvantages to the people that politically aren't super significant. Like students, for example. You know, sure, they're politically motivated, but half of them can't vote. And the other half is too drunk to care. So, because young people generally don't vote that much. So he knows he can just fuck them over. And even then it's funnily enough super short vision marketing because I don't know if I know the trend holds in America. I don't know if it holds in Europe as well, where younger people aren't actually becoming more right wing as they age. They're getting more left wing. And I see this a bit more in my surroundings, but then again, I have fairly liberal surroundings, so it's a bit of a difficult measuring point. But you're fucking over your future voter base, you know? Like, sure, you can give tax cuts to your current voting base, but like, I know conservatives hate everyone that isn't themselves, but they even hate future conservatives for not being in the party right now or whatever the fuck you wanna call it. Right, so can I do this even? Let me just. I can put 2 in, and then I can put in 1 more U. Do I have? Did I not have night vision? No, I did not. Oh, it's so fast. Need to get more batteries. There's nothing to conserve. No, but I'm just so frustrated by it all. It sounds a bit pathetic. Oh, you're 2 by. Oh, I almost got driven over there, but I can't put you in without taking something useful out. So no, we're actually not going to use you. Nah, I prefer this. Gonna need a lot more batteries. Okay, good. That's perfect. So what else want to chuck in here? I want to chuck in another battery, which strangely enough will require batteries. Some iron. Okay. Do I have more? I need more robots as well, because you can support 10 each. I currently have 34. Yeah, why not make a few more robots? Six. It's actually perfectly what I need, so whatever. when you're drowning in student debt, can't buy a house, future for humanity as a whole, because of how self-serving politicians are and the greed of companies. I think it's a really special kind of person to think, yes, that's how I'd like my kids to live. But the thing is, they don't care. They go, because I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and living in a fairly left-wing society for the time, my kids can too. Like most people that think that way are actually brain dead. Look at that. What can I chuck in here? I can just tell you to go and make me some motherfucking speed modules. Faster, faster. Because I can't make the next assembler yet. No, because they require brass. Can make ore washing plants though. Polluted water cleaners. I can make those. I really need to make those. I should make them now already. I also need air vents, I think. Let me just make... I have... Say supplying sulfur. Oh, bollocks. There's an issue. Oh, the water is backed up. That's not correct. Especially because half of you... Oh, no, they're... I think there's a slight mismatch with how much water is being consumed and I should have fixed that with freaking circuit conditions of legend a while ago. Let me just go and do that real quick. Shitty turds. I'm not researching because I need to just use. Just need to wait till I have the better production. Australia's weird because you have mandatory voting, so the problem isn't young people not voting. It's the Conservatives pushing all parties are the same and getting people to vote randomly. Goes into the parts for political opinion. Yeah. The thing is, mandatory voting isn't a solution. It's, the fact that it's necessary is more of a symptom than anything else. So, okay, so what we're actually going to be doing is we have a second water input right there. And what we do is we do it like this. I put a tank. Like, oh, so shite. Right there. It already alleviates a bunch. I hate that these are not proper fucking tanks. Right, we're gonna do it like this then. Let's put you on the side here. Need a pump. And you are controlled with circuits. And only when water is below 5,000, you get the pump. Then we need to delete all the water because I want to get rid of this tank as well. Then we need to do that. Wait, what? Why? Water? Oh, because of you. Bollocks. Oh yeah, what I can do is this. Oh, that actually works as well. And then what I can do is this. There we go. What are the products of the yellow oil cracking? It is petroleum, natural gas, as well as sour gas. The sour gas is what we need for this. But if light oil is full, which is actually quite surprising. Fudge. It's all just kind of shitty. It's all just. It's like a mishmash of side products that I usually just chuck more fucking buffers in for. How many do you have? 43. Yeah. Wonderful. Time for gross fucking incompetence again. There are no burn stacks here. Actually, there are, but pollution was an issue for a while. So I can actually use it now, but I still don't want to. That's a really dumb thing to say, I know, but I have brain damage. Who designed this? Oh wait, it's me. I was the idiot who designed this. It's very smart decisions. God, I love myself, and with love myself, I mean Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. All right, good. Got the sulfur back. Yes. But yeah, personally, I've become very politically jaded because all of this garbage. My personal opinion is burn it all down, start over, but we can't really do that. So we'll have to indulge a few things. I don't think mandatory voting is a good thing, but it's not necessarily bad either. It's combined with a monopoly on media. It's really bad, like really bad. Like holy fuck, that's dystopianly bad. But then again, but it's Australia, so you know. Because like the youth aren't inherently evil politically, so getting them to vote more probably a good thing. But the issue arises from the fact that they cannot get a good information, that they can't get good information, and then you have to expect them to do it themselves. And yeah, that ain't bloody happening. So I think these normally need a gas vent. Air compressor barreling. I think they need a gas vent. Oh, they need air filters. Yeah. Air filter, air filter, air filter, air filter. Gold and graphite. Graphite's bitumen, I think. All packed? No, not yet. I think graphite's... No, it's also coke. So we can actually make some real dirty... Do I have coal in my inventory? Yeah, I do. I want to just check how much work this actually would be. Despite the media monopoly, media consumption goes continually declines everything below 30 and growing doesn't. Yeah, because you're taught that it doesn't matter if you consume it. It's going to be the same everywhere anyway. So you're just teaching tons of people just don't consume media. Because why the fuck would you? I think this might not need anything. Yeah, it's a very frustrating experience. And like personally, I'm a member of Volt, and I want to do some more activism for them in the future to basically try and fix something. Do I think it'll really matter in the long term? Not really. I'm too cynical for that. Which is bad because it basically means I've given up. But it is what it is. I have really dumb ideas, like actually wanting to go into politics at some point. But I don't know. I wonder if you go to a political party and tell them, "Yo," okay, you don't tell them immediately, but you would call them like, "Yo, um, I want to improve things," and then you tell them in the same in the 2 sentences later, "Yeah, I don't think you can actually improve anything," but it's futile to try. Sorry, it's not futile to try. I don't want to. I would find it hilarious if that's actually something that would happen at some point. Because the funny thing is, I would actually, I would probably go into European politics as well. Fear the Dutchman being your European parliamentarian. Boop. We have 40. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Boom. There we go. Now it's worth continuing. So, as you can pieces is up, speed is down, but productivity is up, which is very good because it means they'll consume less. I also have built up a backlog, so they'll go full tilt for a little while. Oh, the little car that So we'll get special beacons that have, as you can see, wait, 2 slots. Oh no, so these are productivity beacons. Ah, because they're special. Yeah, these are actually proper beacons. 4 slots, 3x3. I don't know, maybe whatever. Beep beep. I don't want to vote for it. I have a feeling we might not be in the same sector, but it will be so funny. Like, oh look, I was watching I was looking at the ballot and suddenly I see your fucking name. But I think being a Euro parliamentarian for Volt will be quite interesting. The thing is, I'd have to move to Belgium partially, and the other half time would be in France. So it's kind of shit, and it's kind of shit no matter how you look at it. All right, so we have air filters now. What happens? You just consume them, and you just reduce pollution. Minus 30 a minute. Oh, look at that! It's so cute. Does Bailey's basically nothing. It also goes through this quite quickly. I'm not sure this is worth it at all. Cryogenics. Yeah, you need so many things. None of this is going to be that useful at the moment, but I'll let you do your thing. Come on. One more. Perfect. There was something else I wanted to automate. Roboports. Oh, batteries. Computer, steel frame. Actually, you just steal. I have computers here. Batteries, I don't. Computers. Oh, they're routed over Here? Ah, because I use for trains. So if I want to actually do roboports, I also need to automate these. We're gonna get a lot of those because I'm gonna set up my goddamn network. That's a monkey paw. If you ever heard of it, you can help fix another. You need to essentially become Belgian. Life of a Euro parliamentarian is not per se a fun one, as far as I'm aware. You're aside from the fact that you basically have to become Belgian, which is already a travesty. You're because of the way the EU is structured, you do half of your work in Strasbourg, and half of your work in the other place, Brussels, I think. So yeah, you're kind of you just kind of sucks. Steel fucking chests. I've got those right there. Those are not too difficult, so I'll do those as well, but a little bit later. So yeah, it's a consequence from the whole. I think France wanted that as it had as a prerequisite or something stupid, but oh yeah, that doesn't work. Bloody hell. Now we can actually do this. Flip around the order, but it should work out just fine. Low-level politics for labor. So the thing is, I've thought about getting to low-level politics for Volt, but they actually have a chapter in Wageningen, but they're not too big. That doesn't concern me that much, though. The issue, between kind of big quotation marks, is more that I would like to do something more like the issue often in politics is that people don't devote enough time for it. We actually had a thing here where for the first chamber, there's a large amount of people not showing up at all. And one of them said, yeah, I'm a physician, and combining that job with being a member of the first chamber isn't really doable. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why do you accept the position in politics if you knew you didn't have the time to do it? Like, what's wrong with you? So I think it's a shit idea to go into politics if you can't properly invest the time. So I'd like to do full-time politics, which on the one hand makes me fucking scum of the earth because full-time politicians fucking suck. But on the other hand, this should work, right? Can I not lock this slot? Okay, then we can't really do that. On the other hand, I don't believe that part-time politicians can really work. Like, as a concept, which sounds really fucking weird, but that's just my opinion. So I have a lot of garbage chests around the base, and I can finally actually concentrate them in some goddamn buffer chests. Now, one issue is that I could have had these roboports quite a while ago, and I don't know when I get the next one, because these are a bit shitty. Robo towers, kind of mediocre. I can build these now, even. What is that crumple thing, though? Long range radio accumulators. Oh, that's probably an accumulator thing, isn't it? Junction box. Oh, high capacity freaking batteries. Okay, this is BS because, yeah, I need to do this first, which is advanced capacitance, which are better batteries. That requires the large steel frame that I mentioned, as well as lead, some other things. But it's something I'll think about once I'm actually done with my PhD. I think it'll still be quite the I. God, that sounds arrogant, doesn't it? I think I'd make an okay politician. I don't think I'd make a fantastic one, but I think it'll be good enough. And again, that sounds really fucking arrogant, but I think that having a higher education kind of makes me more qualified to talk about certain topics. Like, I'm not saying that I'm an economist, but like, I know about nitrogen politics, I know about science, I know about crap like that. You don't want to put your name on a balance, you can put a doctor. Exactly, you get it. I think you wouldn't be able to kiss enough ass to get voted for. I think with Volt, I couldn't do it for European stuff because you don't really need to kiss ass to do that because it's a shit job. But I also don't mind having an impact on a slightly larger scale. So these are active providers, right? Oh, passive providers are fine. No, sorry, passive providers are better. That's what I need for a lot of stuff. Okay, I am not gonna get better robo ports anytime soon. Oh, do I really want to use robo towers? They're gonna be such a fucking pain, but they'll be good for my defenses because that's the thing I really need. Could have had you a while ago already. I'll also need to automate you, so I couldn't automate these yet. Electric rotor units, short range radio, chips and batteries. What do you need? Short range radio. Advanced rotor units. Why do you need advanced fucking rotor units? Thankfully, I don't need to put them into the same one. So we just automate robo ports and the other stuff somewhere, and it should be fine. Short range radio. What does it require? Okay, copper, iron, and chips. Bloody hell. Can also already. Oh, I can make substations now. Oh, that's nice, but not that important. Let me guess, you already ran out of greens? Like a smarter man would actually have fixed the goddamn. Wait a minute, can you support modules? Yeah, you can, alright. Beep. I'm gonna replace this with gas and then put speed modules in them. Make you electric as well. What are you again? Your air, right? Yeah, air pipes. Air valve, buffer tank. Basically, I can kind of redo half of what I've already done, which is frustrating. Because, say I go here now, right? So we had this. So we kind of just redesign it. So now we can make iron from pure iron mineral. We want the same thing. So it's like 300 machines before, right? Jeez, that's a lot. But the input is half. So we're actually going to make this with the one that gives the highest amount. That's you. Give a bit of byproduct, which is fine. Huh. Oh, your crushers, yeah. So 45 goes to 90, so doubling. Manganese. Melting. Oh yeah, because I actually don't want to make you. I want to melt you pure lead mineral. So we want to make pure molten iron, right? Yeah, pure iron melting. Because the molten iron can be cast to anything. See if we can check it here. Because say I want to make 90 of this, something that requires 36, baby. Yeah. Yeah, this is what you want. This is the recipe you want. So it's a tripling now. And we can already do this. We can do it now, kind of, I think. And then this is the same. So it's only 180 machines. You need to make oxygen. Cryogenic air separation. I'm not building much of this, but I'm just taking a look at how this actually would work. We can store or vent it. That's no issue. We actually need helium later on for power, for fusion power. The question is the polluted water. Oh, this is cruel. Compressed air. Oh, really? That requires fucking air filters? That's cruel, man. Do we really need to start shipping around fucking air filters? That's stupid. But I can kind of get it. That's painful. So you know. Put it in the freaking landfill. Can I really not get rid of this? Barrel it. Probably have an actually polluted water cleaning facility. Just put it on a belt, put it on a tank, and just get rid of it somewhere else. Just have a priority for the other stuff and put the rest into the other crap. Why are you not making no green chips? Because you filled up on both sides. Oh yeah, because you don't consume the other one nearly as much. There we go. Perfect. Complete waste of time. So, to make 90 with 264, 234, but the input is 30, and here the input is 60, so it's double. We also get some other stuff there. Imagine Fusionizer being a politician and someone finds his old hot takes IRC points. Oh, that would be very interesting. Not great, but interesting for fucking sure. Normal beacon. So this actually will be just, one. Number of beacon per factory. Constant beacon. Not so sure how these will work. Because I'm not sure what beacons I have. Beacon? Should be... This is the base mod. Oh no, this gets... But on the same machine, yeah, no, this is correct. Look at that freaking order of shite. Whatever. It works, buddy. How many do I need? 20. Good. Alright, let's go finish this, and this will be the last thing I do. Basically, I've come to the point of the game where I once again have to kind of because we had it earlier where we kind of had to where I built half of this mall. This freaking spaghetti now can do it all over. I do it again. Get some more components. Getting roboports up will be very nice. Roboports will be very nice. I'm thinking, what's the best approach here? At least it'll make building a bit nicer because I can actually resupply it later. I'm one of those persons that just builds one fucking massive robo network on their entire base. Not ideal, but it's lazy. I don't have the research yet to actually do requests or provide just otherwise I might just use that to do the freaking right. Where does Steam go? So you and you are irrelevant, I think. No, you're not. You're still kind of required. Okay. Okay. There we go. Actually make that a bit faster. I might as well go get our crushers. Go. Oh, your mixers, right? My bad. I still have. That's one of the one of these complaining that they're gonna die soon, which I don't really care about anymore. What's that? Oh, yeah, can I actually rename you now? You are plastic drop-off. Yeah, these not long for this world. Right. Look at that. Look at that. That's wonderful. Hate it when I forget a single component to upgrade. Alright. So now, funnily enough, it's actually the plates that aren't flowing fast enough. Because it's like which idiot designed this? Oh wait, it was me. Because I wouldn't mind upgrading the rest of this, but see, the benefit is once I actually properly finished. Once I actually properly do the base, I can upgrade it, and then I'll need to. So what I want to do once I have the road port up, I want to actually drag the upgrade thing of the whole base to actually get rid of all the old belts because I really hate having old belts like that fly around. But I need to do a run around after that's done to actually electrify half the place, because it doesn't have electricity. So that is something for then, basically. Because that's one of those things that I'll probably just basically how do you say, just idle for a bunch of time. Yeah, see, I accidentally dragged it over you, and now you're going like, oh, you need to power me. It's like, well, I don't want to, but whatever. Here you go. I don't actually have enough to properly electrify this, otherwise I would have. Yeah, I don't care. So it's like, what's holding you back? Well, now it's just capacity. But the thing is, I can upgrade the assemblers here and actually get enough throughput. Because I think the top one might not be so happy. But I don't think I actually put. Why the fuck can I put productivity in here? That's not the issue, though. The issue is speed in these. I actually grab more speed modules fairly easily. And I'm doing way too much. I have to go. Though, so save, make some good. Did we make good progress? I'm not so sure. We did something all right. Anyway, I might be back later tonight. I'm not so sure. Mostly because I have to do some work tonight. But we'll see. Anyway, cheers everyone, and see you later.